Hey, this is your one-legged GM. Thank you for joining us for Season 1, Episode 8 of The Misadventures of the Restore Corps. Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button, comment away, and if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Without any further ado, on with the show.
So we are back with the Restore Corps, and as we last left, several of you, it was Gruff, Imp, and Sapling had examined the two tomes that you actually had on site, the Tractatus of the Occulted Lady and the Atlas for the Road to Magnificent Wisdom. And had figured out, Sapling and Gruff had figured out, because let's face it, Imp's not. Imp could maybe help with the translation a little bit, but not very much the finding stuff.
It hurts Imp's soul that even though he's smart and he reads books all the damn time,
yeah, you just don't quite put two and two together often enough. Yeah. So
they're great stories, Imp. I get it.
You did figure out that there were clues in there leading to the band's recording studio at O'Neill's home. And I don't think I mentioned this last time, so we're going to retcon back to that briefly. I need all three of you to make a survival awareness roll.
No, we didn't make one of those rolls.
Nope.
Old score or new score?
Old score before I gave you the boost.
39.
Okay.
That's 65.
Okay.
50.
All right. Gruff, as you're looking at it, there appear to be, as you're kind of looking at it, you tilt the book a certain way.
Oh,
there
boy.
appears to be marks like in between lines, and it almost looks like it's on several of the pages. Okay. And once you kind of see them, then you can really see them and point them out. And you look, all of you make a languages roll, please.
All right, my linguistics is good.
Good roll for you. I said a good roll for you.
It's 30, but I can also activate my universal translator.
That's true.
33.
That's impressive, actually.
So base languages.
I barely speak English.
Base languages was 45.
Okay.
And then universal translator.
Go ahead and give me that one. Because the trying to read the languages, you didn't understand it.
Doesn't go off.
Okay.
29.
All right.
Unless this dice that fell off is like more than a 10.
No. So none of you can figure out what actually is. If it's a language, if it's a known language, you don't even recognize a language. If it is a language, it appears to be kind of marks that are maybe code, maybe something in unknown language.
Bryan, highs or lows?
Low.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
Actually, Gruff wants to bring that book to Norbert and kind of like get his opinion on it. I want to find Norbert.
Once you find it in the one, you actually see that it's in both.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, if you want to take him to Norbert, that's fine.
Well, so have we gotten everything we think we can get from these books at this point? Do we feel like we're done with them?
You feel like you're done with them, other than whatever this weird language, whatever this weird message is that's in there.
I think we just got to turn these over to Norbert now, guys, and see what the experts have to say. I mean, my brain blast was a little bit, but like we need to get this to somebody else.
Real quick, is there a cooldown on my universal translator? Like, but like before I try to do it again, do I need to like give my brain time to reset or something?
We'll give you a little bit of time. We can say, we'll fast forward a little bit and let you try it again.
Well, I was gonna say if it was like a day or something, I was gonna be like, I'll come back to Norbert later, but.
To be honest, we have not really set that limit. I don't recall.
No,
yet.
It's just, as far as I know, I could just keep.
Since we're in the middle of testing our others' characters right now, yes. You know what? Let's give it.
You're letting them peek behind the curtain. How dare you?
I know, right?
It's not a passive ability, right?
No, it's a active.
Right, it's one of the active ones.
I just wanted, because if there's no cooldown, I'm like, I'd try again because this feels important.
I think there's got to be a cooldown, because if not, it makes no sense.
I think there's not a cooldown. So Bryan, with what we were discussing the other day on Monday,
sure,
the limit is the limit. It's the hard limit. It's the amount of, it's what you and Jessie have been talking about. The limit is them
burning through
sliding off the deep end, burning through their soul power.
Yeah, but if it doesn't go off, it doesn't spend.
Right. However, we could actually set the limit that we did talk about with learning new abilities.
Exactly.
So the limit for the active use of abilities would be judgment divided by 5, round up.
And that's just tries per thing.
Day.
Okay. So 1 right now for me?
Yeah.
Once a day?
Actually, yes, because we're using the 4 that you had before because we retconned.
Even with the 5, it's 1.
It's round up, so technically it'd be. No, you're right. It would be 1. Yeah. Yeah. So, it's fine.
No, that works.
So,
it just means I come by Norbert's tomorrow and try again.
Absolutely.
So I didn't know what his numbers were when I said that. So.
Oh no, it's a good limit. I mean, if it's unsuccessful casts shut me down from that, especially with an ability that's that abusive.
Well,
and we're just trying to figure out rough numbers too. So
yeah.
Well, I had to shift my brain. I was thinking you didn't roll high enough to get it like to be successful, but it didn't go off. So
correct. I rolled an 8, and I need.
So you would know
11.
it didn't go off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking like, well, if it went off and it didn't work, like you don't know that it could have, but no.
Now here's
wrong on my end.
Is that a learning new abilities, or is that a spell that doesn't rock? Because I was thinking if you're in a combat situation and you've got
abilities not going off is a very different process than using these special abilities that
okay.
The only other limit could be literally talents spend no matter what.
Well, yeah, because they're passive, right?
So that would also be a hard limit. Like, do I want to burn myself out and have to literally not use any of my abilities for probably a week while I recharge, or?
And then something real bad happens when your passive ability goes off.
I mean, yeah. If it's a talent, you can do it as many times as you have. So Gruff can change as many times as he can.
That's right, because each one
it would be foolish.
Burns pool.
So would burn pool. So it's pool limit, I think. Genuinely,
you know what? I'm going to agree with that.
Spells don't burn spells don't burn when they don't go off, but talents do, because
spells usually don't burn unless you just fail bad enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, talents burn every time you attempt them.
Okay.
Oh, so I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, I misunderstood. I was thinking.
I like that idea. I actually really like that idea as a limiter for talents. So
I do too.
Yeah. Okay, I can work with that.
Okay.
All right. So I'll try again. I'm currently at, hold on, current. Which one's current? That one's current. I'm at 89 soul pool, and nope.
All right.
I'll give it one more go before I'll basically let myself recover.
Good call.
Yeah, that's three nopes, and it'll be easier tomorrow when I have more. That's 15 down, so I am at.
Oof. Yeah, that's right. Because those actually do incur a fairly hefty cost.
Five per try.
Yep. All right. So I like that limit idea. So go back in front of the curtains now. Let's continue. So you're taking the 2 books to Norbert then. He looks at them. He does actually see, kind of points out, he pulls some of his lenses down and goes, I don't recognize this either. We'll put it to the computers and we'll call in, we'll see if we can figure this out. You're kind of shocked that Norbert doesn't recognize the language.
So Norbert, just keep us apprised of what happens when it goes off, because we really need to know. We need to have any actionable intel on this.
This is your current case? With this is our current.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'll let you know. I'll send you a message to your SSP if we actually
also is that the time? If we gotta get glitching, we gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, technically now their offices are open. It just means it's a longer time until we actually get to go to sleep.
Yeah,
I mean that's kind of part of why we need to go. I'm cutting into my beauty sleep here, and I mean.
Well, don't forget, there's all that other stuff we did last session too. So
yes. Yep. Yeah. So
we're it's the morning now. All right. It's like early morning.
Yeah.
So Norbert, I'll swing by tomorrow and try to again.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I'll see if I can maybe figure out how to scan this into computers to see if we can let some of the computers start to do their thing too.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to burn any favors to try to get this translated.
All right. Let's go. All right. And he takes them back into his workshop. So are you guys going to the
Yep. We're just gonna grab one of the sedans.
Who all's going?
Nico, Gruff, and Glitch.
Nico, Tony, and Glitch? Question mark?
Yeah, Glitch was going. I thought
right.
was going as well.
John Doe.
John Doe. It's Special Agent John Doe, right?
Yeah, John.
I thought
unless what is Winter's mundane name?
You're the one who came up with it, Winnie Silver or something.
Oh yeah, Winnie Silver. Unless Agent Silver wants to go through, because I know WD 42 is currently holed up with catnips and cats. Vlad is going to bed for the day, and Neuro is jetting off to see his kids off to school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you want me there for paperwork, I guess?
I mean, it might be. You're like the best at it.
I mean, we can roll out with all of our aces in our hand. Why not?
Sapling, remember you did request a warrant and it was approved.
Oh, that's true.
To get the employment information from the law firm.
just
we need to go pick
because
that up, right?
Yeah, that's what we're going.
Yeah,
to.
you're just gonna swing by the judge's office to pick it up.
And then Tony,
it's a blanket. It's a blanket warrant, though. So you don't have to actually like.
Right,
You
it's
physically don't have to.
Anybody
It's
can serve it.
from the
It is
OCA.
specifically for employment records for
Right.
The company.
So if you really have something else to do, Sapling, you can just hang out here. But if we want to keep all of our aces in one hand, you can roll out with us. That's fine.
It is specifically, the warrant is specifically for any records and especially employment records for Leslie George.
Did we happen to include aliases on the warrant just in case?
Yes, and any
You
weren't able to. You didn't
wording
find
would be any
known
persons befitting the wording would be any persons befitting the description of Leslie George, and because we only have a description and a
picture
image that we're running off of, so we're literally going through personnel files for imagery.
And you were not able to find any aliases for Leslie George at all.
Yes. So. Sorry, I have to be very specific about the warrant because Bryan has 8 pages of notes. That's right. If you're going to pull out 8 pages of notes, I'm pulling out my lawyer brain.
I'm fine with that.
We need to look up Leslie George's physical description so we don't screw this up.
We weren't actually given Leslie George's physical description.
Oh,
okay. You have figured out Leslie George's physical description. If I remember right, you were able to pick up. Like we were able to track down her ID. I think her
driver's license or something.
Driver's license.
We went to her address. Yep.
Yeah.
We tracked down her driver's license or her ID, her state issued ID. We also have the footage from the library.
Yes.
Right.
Of the 2 people who left with a book, who actually did get a book checked out under someone's name.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
does
do we want
her ID picture match any of those individuals before we go any further?
Yeah,
we need to clarify her actual image because we've not done that yet.
No, you did. Yes, that the image from her license does look like, even though the cameras weren't the best, does look like the person who checked out in Leslie George's name, who checked out the books. Remember, she got 2 books. So
right. And what is her actual physical description now that we're covering it? Because we never got that either. And we have now seen her in stature as well as in a facial photo with her height, eye color, and hair.
Average height, average size, Black female adult, younger. Call her 29, I think, unless I gave you a different age at some point.
I don't think you gave us age.
But we have the age on the ID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be correct.
Which it fits with the description, with the look.
So just a thought that I had there, Tony. How about we stop? We could stop by that address real quick after we pick up the files.
We absolutely should.
I mean,
we need to check any lead we have on Leslie George right now, because Leslie George is one of our hot leads, and then Benjamin O'Neill is our second hot lead, and we need to hit that with everybody. So we need to wait till tomorrow night to hit that. Or
are you filing? Are you filing for warrants for those 2 locations as well?
I think we can get away with just a knock and verify, or just a drive-by on the for
Leslie. Yes,
for Leslie this morning. I don't think we need full warrant yet, because while we have cause, we don't.
She's also a person of interest, so should there be any issue, we can call exigent circumstances.
Well, is that address even?
That's the other reason I was thinking we could drive by, because we don't even know if she might be there, or.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Right. Is that address even going to be accessible to her, or the police sitting on it?
The police might be. We don't know. We need to check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Warrants are good. Warrants are your friend.
I'm trying to find out if I can.
As a law enforcement officer, warrants are your friend.
How many warrants are we getting here? All of them. All of the warrants.
So here's the thing. To find out if I can find out the status of that address with the police or any government agency, if they're sitting on it, or if it's like, what's the word I want? If it's like blocked off, like if they've closed it off.
Okay. Give me a procedures roll. Give me an OTA procedures roll.
I guess we'll head off in the meantime with good old John Doe, Agent Doe.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh man.
Man, they didn't even put Bluetooth in these official sedans yet.
Okay.
Or official
no, because in Michigan, unlike Colorado, in Michigan, it's totally legal to be on your cell phone while you drive. So
yeah,
we're still allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sapling. So
as long as you're not texting,
you are able to find out that you're actually able to pull up the after action police report, which is the follow-up police report. The officers, one of the detectives did a drive-by, did a knock, got no answer, but then basically made a notation on the report, said, did the knock, got no answer, forwarded to the OTA.
This is a clean stream, so I'm not going to say what I want.
To be fair, that sounds about right.
But so, like, it's been what, like 24 hours since they would have done that knock, and just we had nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it could have been worse.
You're at least a day after the gunfight at the library.
I mean, it could have been worse.
The problem is we're limited. We have, certain people who can't go out after morning.
Are we gonna have to split shift this? I feel like we're gonna have to end up split shifting this.
We're all gonna get so tired. We've been.
You
up.
think, guys, if we get really, really like worked into this, do you think Ghost will approve overtime?
We're salary.
Yeah, we're salary, dude.
No, but still going through overtime, you still have a certain set number. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. I promise.
I'll say exactly one sentence to Nancy, and I may stop midway through, depending on her look. So we'll try that.
Oh no, she absolutely gives you the look at that point, and No,
later.
Yeah, no.
They're just going to tell me that it shows my dedication to work and that it'll look good for my review for the Gray Court. They're not going to pay me extra for this.
Look, Gruff, what we're going to do is you and I and Sapling, and does Glitch sleep? I don't know. We'll plug him in for an extra half hour.
Do we have a fast charger for Glitch? Half a day's charge in 30 minutes?
He's got a little USB port that comes out of his finger. Just doop.
It's half a day's charge in 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
Wireless charger through his palm.
He just
has to get it rewired every time he gets a new
QI.
I was gonna say we've got the cigarette lighters, right? I can just kind of plug the inverter in.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, Glitch. You can sit up front so you can charge up. But no, we'll just you
just hand him a battery bank. He sits in the front seat charging while we're driving there.
Yeah. Let me tell you, it's not going to be enough power. Can I check in with the Gray Court and see if they know anything about this?
Ooh.
Do I have enough cred to try to do this or no?
I mean,
so Jessie, what you're actually asking is, does Wintergreen have enough contacts?
I should have a contact.
You've got at least one contact. Your supposed liaison with the court.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Too high, Gray Court mentor and Nancy.
Well then,
so you've got your Gray Court mentor. Yes. We will get back to that in just a moment. Let's go to the law firm first. All right.
So if we don't actually wake up and come into the office until what, like 9 p.m., we're technically like still only working the same number of hours.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to make everybody wait till 9.
I don't know. I'm too tired and too sober to figure that out right now.
I'm not tired. I mean, that's the easy part, but like, let's go get this done.
Yeah.
Get you off to your beddy bye. I have a great book I'm reading right now.
Glitch, you coming?
Yep.
All right.
Don't forget to unplug from the. Oh, you tore out the cable again.
Yeah, I've done it enough where I know to unplug.
All right. So you get to the. You arrive at the law firm. You go in. It's a nice building. I mean, it's an older building. The firm occupies the second floor of the building.
Imp, we forgot the most important part of our sessions when we do things together. What are you wearing?
Oh, Imp is in a designer 3-piece suit. No tie, because he's not a tie guy unless he's required to be. But like, we got the vest, we got the overcoat, we got the the nice sport jacket, good pair of slacks, cufflinks. He went cufflinks this time. It's official. Matching wingtips.
I mean, unlike other agencies like the FBI, there really is no standardized uniform for you folks because it's you folks.
Gruff is wearing a double woven cotton, white kind of cream button-down shirt, no tie, open 2 buttons. He's wearing a brown, light tan kind of corduroy suit jacket, jeans, and brown, fairly dressy dress-up shoes. They do have a few scuff marks and a little bit of mud caked around the edges, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Glitch,
what are you wearing?
I own that outfit.
Glitch would be in the cheap $100 suit.
Yep.
It's fair.
Wait.
It's been tailored way too many times because he keeps changing body parts.
Big and tall.
Yeah.
I think it's every time I just get a new body part, they just issue me another jacket.
No, they take it in, and if they can, they take it in. There's 4 seams, and it's just kind of, they don't expect you to wear it very often because you're normally in coveralls for cleanup jobs.
Yep, and it's not the black; it's a brown, just because it's Glitch. It's a brown $100 suit or brownish. That way, if it gets dirty, nobody notices.
Fair call. All right. So the 3 of you dressed exactly like that walk into this law firm.
I'm always happy when I get to throw people through that. Sorry.
It's our favorite thing.
So you walk into the law firm, the receptionist out front, she looks at you and says, "Hi, may I help you?"
Hi there. We're here to, I kind of grab the paper, look at it, realize why I'm there. Federal agents, we're here serving a federal warrant.
She says, okay, let me get one of the partners for you. She picks up the phone and calls one of the partners. And then comes out, "Hi, my name is Jim Smith. I'm one of the partners here. How can I help you?"
Hi there. My name is Anthony. We are members of the OTA and show my badge. Okay. We're here to take a look for your personnel files to find anyone matching this description. And I hand him the warrant, one of the triplicate copy of warrant. By the way, Jessie, that's legit. That's just, hand him the triplicate warrant. And I basically go, "And where are your personnel files?"
Says, "Let me read through this one moment." And he reads through the warrant. He says, "Okay, so you are looking for the personnel files for Leslie."
or anyone fitting this person, this actual description. Yes.
Yeah, Leslie worked for us up until about 3 weeks ago. He turns and looks at the receptionist. Marcy, would you go back to personnel records and pull Leslie's personnel folder for me, please?
I would like, before she leaves, I would like to read the room.
Okay.
Good call, because I'm not going to be able to do it.
All right. What are you specifically looking for?
So I'm specifically read the room lets me get the motive of each of them. So I'm kind of trying to get their emotional, like I'm kind of using it as a pseudo lie detector. Like I realize it's not going to tell me if they're lying, but it'll tell me if they're using emotions if they're all of a sudden feeling emotions like nervousness or other things like that, that they might be able to physically hide, but magically not.
Okay. All right.
Fuck this die. Oh, I'm sorry.
Great. Now I got to bleep something.
Bleep. I think that's the one Jessie gave me. I'm going to save that for combat. All right. Screw it one more time. There we go. Goes off.
Okay.
It only cost me 10 soul.
All right. So what you're reading, the partner that you're talking to is exasperated that he's taking the time to deal with this. The receptionist, kind of, you get a feel like she's almost happy to give up Leslie's file. So, I mean, she's just, but she gets up, she's like, all right, I'll go get it. And so she brings it out.
When I get these emotions, I'm going to say, just for whatever, I know, of course, I won't, all the NDAs and gut federal, I would like to come back with just to make sure nothing's happening to the file in the meantime.
Absolutely. For this warrant, would copies suffice, or do you need the originals? If you need the originals, we will need a receipt because I will need those back for our file.
Of course, yes.
This is actually the partner saying this. Is like,
yeah, of
do you
course.
Need the originals, or will copies suffice?
Yeah, we'll have Agent John over here print you up a receipt. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist, but Imp does say that with a straight face.
All right.
And I will follow her back. I very much am trying to be able to talk to her without the partner there.
Okay. All right. There's a room back, down a hallway, back around. There is a large room of file cabinets, legitimately. She looks, she goes straight to one.
While she's doing that, I'm like, so, what can you, I was going to say, so did you know Leslie well? I mean,
she only worked here for a little while. She was, I'm kind of happy to see her go. She was kind of worthless.
Oh, she was?
So,
what did she do around the office?
She was supposed to be a paralegal, but, just sucked. She called off all the time, and she was sick all the time. And, she's kind of pulling out this.
Is she an older lady?
Who the receptionist?
Yeah, receptionist.
No. She's
we're talking Gen X, millennial,
early, probably looks early to mid 30s.
Yeah. So and what age did we get off of her? Off of the ID was 29, right?
29, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And Imp will just go because he technically looks like he's in his 30s. Yeah, I know. Like, there's just parts of our generation that's just doesn't have a good work ethic. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, you must obviously deal with this. And she
all the time.
She pulls out like this razor thin, just very much in there. Just basically she kind of pulls out the file, opens it up to make sure it's the file, and she says, "Yeah, here you go. Do you have?"
Yeah. And Imp's gonna look at it real quick, just glancing at it. Does it have an address on file?
Yes.
Does it match the address?
It has. So in the file is the employment application, resume, and just a quick glance shows you 3 different written disciplinary actions.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you weren't joking. You said she was only here for how long?
Like a couple weeks.
Wow. Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, probably didn't even reach.
You actually do see on the file itself employment date, termination date, and it's like 3.5 weeks.
Wow. And we'll just be like, yeah, I mean, she probably didn't even fill out the coffee pot like that, like, you know.
Well, why would she? I mean, we've got the little cup things.
Oh, you got the cup ones.
Little cup things.
Yep.
Sorry, in our office we still have like the community pod where you like you kill it, you fill it.
Well, that kind of sucks.
I don't know. We get better coffee.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah.
She's like, do you need anything else?
I think I was gonna say, do you have did she come back to clean up her stuff off her desk? Like any personal items?
I have no idea if she left anything here. I don't think she left anything here.
Can we go ahead and swing by her desk real quick? I mean, it's probably, I understand, just, you know.
It's currently taken up by another one of our paralegals.
Oh, well, can we ask her real quick? Or them? I apologize.
I will, they may be working on a file, so I will go back and ask them. I'm going to ask you to not go back into the office.
I was gonna say, I mean, I understand if you need to cover up some stuff, but I would still like to be there when it's exchanged.
Fine, you can wait from the
I can wait outside
the door.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And so she goes, and the vibe you're getting is very much she's being honest. She's just, she knows her job. She's, the cops. Yeah. She doesn't talk to you.
That's why I'm hoping she starts to, like, I'm hoping to get some complaints, some activities, some things she talked about from her, because she hated her and probably wants her to get screwed over even more.
So she goes over to an office. She kind of knocks, leans her head in, says, "Are you busy?" Did Leslie, and she actually asked she never opens the door very far. She says, "Did Leslie leave anything in her desk or any of her personal possessions here?" And you hear a guy's voice from the inside. "No, desk was empty when I got it."
What's the name on the door?
Paralegal.
Okay, just making sure there wasn't. Hey! We have other names we're looking for. Just making sure they weren't doing something weird.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's literally. It just kind of says paralegal.
Okay.
So she turns like, "No." He says there was nothing in the desk, and I don't remember having a box anywhere for her. So
so didn't bring anything, no personal items. All right.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you. And he'll let him. All right. So, like, did she ever talk about anything weird?
So she starts walking back towards the front.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep talking with her.
She's like, "No, I mean, nothing."
No, never like said what she'd do on a weekend or anything, like any activities.
She hung out with this band she really liked.
Okay, yeah.
And by that time, it's a short office or a short hallway. Yeah.
Is there a name tag on the receptionist, like her name?
No, she's not wearing a name tag, and there's not even a name actually on the desk.
Does she have a business card sitting there for herself?
No, she's a receptionist at a law firm.
Oh, her computer's locked, right?
Yes.
What does her login screen say her last name is? Because I know the standard makeup of every login is initials, last name.
Give me a survival awareness. I think that's appropriate.
19 on the die. 34 plus 19, 53. I hack people, dang it. This is what I
do.
right.
You're right.
You want to hack a computer? That's 42. You want to hack a person? This guy.
You're absolutely correct. It says Marjorie S.
Marjorie? Oh, they're mean. They did first name. Well, thank you very much. Marjorie, right? That was your name?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your assistance. And
you're welcome. And as she comes up, the partner turns, looks her. Did you get them the file? Yes. Okay. I need a receipt for that file, and then I will need to know when we can retrieve it when you're done. So I need a contact information. So if I can get a card from you.
I hand him a card that is just the most generic OTA, and it just says Tony Barras.
You legitimately are all given.
Yeah, it's a Special Agent T. Barras. That's
it. Yeah. And it all goes to the switchboard. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, great. And the receipt for the file.
And I'll write out a receipt.
All right. Thank you very much. If I can do anything else, come back with a warrant.
Absolutely. That's not a problem. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for this and being amicable with all of this. And
sure.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Do good,
have a good day.
Law. And I walk away.
All right. He just kind of... All right. Turns around, walks away.
I don't know what he does.
Imp will examine the dates of the disciplinary reports.
Okay.
I'm surprised there's not more.
Are you standing in the office?
No, this is when we're back in the car.
First things first. On the file, you never actually confirmed. Do the ID address and the file address match?
Oh yeah, you didn't confirm that.
Yes, the address.
I will hold you to all of this.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy, but you're making me do lawyer work. I'm gonna make you do lawyer work.
No, you're fine. The addresses absolutely match.
All right. And then, yes, I would like to also know what the 3 disciplinary actions were. So please continue.
Yeah, please read aloud.
I was just going to ask what the dates were. The disciplinary actions were for absences. She already told me that.
Yeah.
She said they were for absences. What does the file say?
What's the file say exactly?
He's making me do lawyer work. You're going to make me jump through hoops? I'm going to make you jump through hoops.
All 3 of them are actually for unexcused absences for no call, no shows.
Fair enough.
So it wasn't even a call off. It was a no call, no show. The first one that you see is 4 days after the date of hire, which that written one says prior warning given, prior verbal warning given.
Okay.
Did it list a date for the prior warning given?
Yes. Yeah, which was a couple days before that.
It's a law firm. The dates are all going to be listed, but whatever.
Oh yeah. All the dates are listed.
Yeah. The reason I'm wondering for the dates is because Imp is going to cross-reference that with any. Imp is going to put that out there to be cross-referenced for any weird things that have happened either through forecasting that have been noticed in forecasting or that, because then we can start corroborating and potentially like, you're making us do detective work, dang it. We came to clean. And so now we have to think in
absolutely
6 dimensions.
Good.
Yes. That's what you want to do.
So the second written notice was a week later, again for no call, no show, no excuse given. at all. No excuse given on the form, on any of the forms. The third and final notice is the date of the termination, and that is the combination written warning and termination. At that point, it's again no call, no show. So,
question.
Yeah.
Michigan law says you can't fire anybody over the phone. They have to be there in person.
Oh, they're all signed off.
Okay. Yeah. I'm making sure we get the signature of both parties. It is a law firm.
Yeah. No, it's all signed off by actually by the same partner that you talked to.
Sure. He went to that address. He's like, yeah, sign this.
No, it was call off or it was a no call, no show the day before. So,
gotcha.
So she showed up and was probably that morning sent packing.
Was the third infraction anywhere near the current date? Is it how close to this current date was she fired is what I'm asking.
Termination date was what I say with, did I say a couple
3 weeks ago?
It was 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay. So 3 weeks ago. Got it.
Yeah. So,
do we have a list of when the band had things and to see if the dates matched up with either the night after
we can get a schedule of the shows. We just gotta Google we can honestly go on their shitty website. It probably has it. So
you have Google and Facebook access. Yes, you have a list of band dates.
That's easy.
And I doubt they update their website on a timely manner.
No, but their Facebook probably has like at the show tonight.
Probably.
So, I mean, do we want to knock on 42's door? We know they're awake. They sleep like once every 3 weeks.
I am not going to do this type of searching. Go wake up Neuro.
You guys, you're not going to swing by the address?
Oh yeah,
we need to swing by the address.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I mean,
we need to swing by the address. Jessie in the chat, finding out what cases she worked on. She was a paralegal. She was a paralegal. It's not going to be listed. They work on everything. They get literally
and they're not going to give you that information.
No, I know. We would need a much stronger warrant, and we don't have
that. That would go up to the Supreme Court. Good luck with that.
That's an ironclad warrant, and that's not going to happen for us.
Conversely, I suppose we could ask for certain keywords, and maybe they'd be willing to look for us. But I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think the cases will help. My guess is she's just a crappy worker.
Yeah.
It's like, why would she get this job? There's got to be a reason she got this job.
I mean,
what does that law firm usually handle? Like on their website, what does it list as their things?
Cult law.
Actually, I was thinking potentially inheritances. If they would handle inheritances.
Have you been injured in an occult in an occult service? Come here to Cult us lawyers firm.
Well,
how did we miss this?
The supernatural's becoming more known.
I mean,
culture club.
Out there.
I'm sure there is some ambulance chasing law firm at this stage in the world that is doing that.
Is it the family with the dead eyes?
Probably.
Were you ransacked by Sasquatches?
Were you ransacked by Sasquatches?
The gray court's going to be like, that's our representation in the mortal world. And you're like, oh no.
Well, if one of the things they list that they work off in is wills / inheritances, like if that's one of their specialties, that would make sense.
Why do you think the general's animated? He's actually a fae being.
They are. So the law firm is a civil law firm.
Bill Sprick has all them buffalo.
Civil suits and of course, the normal civil stuff. They do estate planning. They do all of that, but that is not heavily. It's not heavily mentioned on their website. It is primarily
Yeah,
they primarily do civil cases, and they do a lot of, apparently from their reputation, they do a lot of bankruptcy courts.
Oh, because the reason that she might have worked there for such a short amount of time was one of the things we have was an estate.
Mm-hmm.
The books are all in an estate, so maybe that might be more of a dead end.
We can check to see which lawyer she has on retainer. The deceased who left us the estate. Left the library the estate. Yeah.
The estate, that's a dead end. Thank you, Michael, for that.
No, I just mentioned
I wasn't going to acknowledge that. I felt like that was insensitive to dead imps, so I wasn't going to acknowledge that. But
all right. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, we still need to stop by and
swinging by.
Yeah, we swing by the.
We're having conversations, on the trip because travel time is a thing.
It does not take you very long to go quarter way across town to this.
This road right here with all the potholes. This is why we don't bring the Porsche.
I gotta know: is Fred driving?
No.
I have driven on better roads that were not paved on switchback mountain passes. This is ridiculous. What is this place?
Yeah, I know. It's the worst.
There are worse.
Yes. Not many.
No, Fred only drives one vehicle, and that's the van. And so as a result, we were avoiding the van like the plague.
The vans.
Yeah. The vans, yes.
So it doesn't take you very long to get to the address that's listed on her license and on her employment record. It is an empty lot.
And yet the detective said they knocked on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the file that they knocked on the door.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around. Are there any cameras, like Ring doorbells, in the neighborhood?
I mean, you'd have to go up to the doors and look. You'd have to go up to the houses and look. And it's a
what time is it about now?
It's probably 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's mid-morning.
We're tired. We're real tired.
It's mid-morning.
Hey. Mid-morning.
There are several. This is a house, or this is a street with older homes. A lot of them look to be converted into multiple unit dwellings, townhomes, that sort of thing.
I can see her house from here. I mean,
a lot of them are, probably. So a lot of them are not kept as well as those that would be in suburbia.
Yeah. Does it look like are there any homes where active things are happening? Like, are we hearing like some daytime TV coming out of one of the windows, or like anything like that? It's like, I just want an obvious person there.
Give me a survival awareness roll.
Do you want us all to do that?
Yes.
43.
I'm going to give you a survival awareness roll, but I'm not looking for suburban activity the way that Imp is. I'm actually very specifically looking for maybe like homeless population or something like that.
Yeah.
Very specifically.
I got a 52.
I like that. I got a 66.
Okay. You do not see any homeless folks around. There are several houses in the area.
People on the street. People who are like just hanging out and chilling, not specifically.
Oh,
homeless.
yeah,
That's not the right way of saying it.
There are people, yes. So if you're looking for just somebody who's kind of hanging out on the street, not
hanging out, they're not going anywhere. They're just there. Yes. They're hanging out.
Yes, there are people out hanging out.
Sorry,
on the street.
Homeless isn't the right word there. Yeah.
I gotcha. And yes, Imp and Glitch, there are other people, there are other houses. You hear TVs, you hear yelling and screaming and fighting, you hear normal urban life.
I don't suppose we notice anybody being a busybody and kind of like doing the whole blind split thing.
I take off the suit jacket before I leave the vehicle and I untuck my shirt.
You rolled up in a black government Suburban
with the gummy
neighborhood. Everybody is doing the split blind thing.
Perfect.
Well, there are a few of them who are just openly opening the door and looking at you.
Perfect.
Yes.
I want the good.
You successfully have,
this is what I want.
You successfully have gotten the attention of most of the people in the neighborhood.
So Imp steps out and is way overdressed for this area. And he's going to go up to one of the people who has like their front door open and be like, so, hey, I had just a quick question. That empty lot there, has it always been empty?
That's the same thing Glitch was wondering. And for the record, Glitch is also overdressed for this neighborhood.
Yes, he is. Loving every part of this.
What empty lot?
Imp will point right at the empty lot.
That's a house. Are you... Look, if you're dealing, you don't do your own product. That's a first problem.
Oh, no, I completely agree. No, I haven't done drugs since the 40s.
That is categorically untrue. Earlier this evening, you smoked with me.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
When we were at the bar.
So the 1240s. Imp's gonna be like, you know what? This isn't the first time I've had to do something like this. It really hasn't. Imp's just gonna walk towards the empty lot. Okay. Because it's not the first time he's had to walk and step over a gap from one plane to another. He was like, okay.
Okay.
Do we send the meat puppet first?
Imp, hold on. I don't know that it's a solid move to do this right now.
I'm fine. I don't know about you.
Right, but like, let's say that you do step through this plane, and it's like every other time that you step through planes.
Are you stopping to talk to Gruff, or are you just keeping walking?
No, I'll stop. You know, he did say, "Hold on." I
say, if you don't, I will stop you, and you might have to roll a new character because I will headbutt you. I will Glasgow kiss you so fast you won't even believe it.
Imp gets Glasgow kissed into the empty lot. It's like, hey, there is a house here.
Sorry, that was Simon talking. You couldn't tell the subtle change.
Look, I'm not trying to go, but I'm going to take a look because if they're using something to cover it, like
I get that, but like sometimes you go away and you're gone for like what seems like a few seconds for us, right? But
yeah.
Like you tell us that you're gone for like years.
Yeah.
What if you go someplace and you're stuck there for like actual years, like hundreds of years? What does that feel like to us? We've never done that before.
It's still only a few seconds. I can confirm this because I got divorced after that.
Here's what I'm thinking, okay? If we go through from like one place to another,
yeah,
we don't have the whole team, we might not be as good of a crime solving / mop up crew force as we normally would be.
Yeah. Yes. Glitch.
I kind of reach over. I'm staying planted, but my hand crosses the plane.
I mean,
what happens?
Damn it!
And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
You guys, I didn't even get a chance to go talk with the indigent people and smoke.
All right, so
imp and glitch, globe trotters.
I couldn't resist that, guys.
It's not,
I know
it's
a yeah.
Jesse, I heard something. Right. I heard something echoed faintly. Hold on, I heard something echoed faintly when he said, "I put my hand over the barrier." It sounded something like, "I smear blood on the altar."
So
I'm just trying to see if I can touch the barrier.
Board.
we're going to pick this up next time. Let's do spas real quick. Story Play Awards. You know what? Here's the thing. This was kind of a weird session. Not everybody got involved. Most of you were sleeping throughout most of it. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to give everybody 3 proficiency points of their choice in proficiencies they currently have. All right. So
feeling faith resist is feeling good right now.
Yeah.
Weird. I'm gonna be that guy. I am being that guy.
So with that, we will pick it up next week.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and like and comment down below. It really helps us out in the algorithms. Also, before you go, if you have not subscribed to us yet, smash that subscribe button over there, and I probably have another video waiting for you to hit and watch right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it again. You guys are awesome. This is the One Like a GM. Happy hunting.